Hi everyone, Jack here, Brisbane, Australia. I decided to make this, to record this video for all of us to analyze our last two trades. One trade which I took on Friday, there was Euro Australian dollar short, and a trade which I took this morning, Euro Japanese yen going long. I think in analyzing trades, from analyzing trades, I think we can learn a lot of things which we might do not see particular when we on a trade. And this is actually what's happened to me on a trade, the first one which I took on Friday last week. This is my daily Euro Aussie chart, and we guys entered somewhere here. That's right. I decided to go short on this trade, and if I go on 1 hour, we might have a much better picture what's actually happened. I drew for you guys in my last video trend line going up, and this trend line, there was a signal for me to actually say, probably in this area, saying to myself, this is it, just get out. Okay, this is what's happened. We enter on Friday, the market reversed on me, went up against me. I hold the position over the weekend. Market opened on Monday, went sideways completely on Monday. It was all session here, right? Asian, European and American. But I had the trend line saying to me, well, I don't want to go down. I've got enough support from buying traders, from bullish momentum, that if you're not going close this position, Jack, unfortunately I'm gonna move higher. And this is actually what's happened. I should actually pay more attention into this trend line. This trend line has been never violated, was always a valid, and in a matter of fact, this trend line is still valid. I should actually get out, guys, somewhere around here in this area. Market, as I was saying, went sideways. There was a few attempts of bearish sort of selling pressure, but not good enough to actually penetrate this trend line correctly, and this is what's happened. I think we can only learn from our mistakes, and this is the reason for me why I want to point out what's actually happened to this particular trade. This is great example and a great lesson from all of us, that in future we have to pay more attention to that, in particular myself. And I think if I drew this line here as well, yeah, there was a perfect market was telling me, look, I'm not going down anymore, and if you're not gonna get out from this trade, I'm taking off. And this is what's happened. Market move probably somewhere from here so far today, 45 pips. So yeah, that was in this area again. I should call it off. I should say, this is it, I'm getting out, and that was probably somewhere for 50-60 pips instead of taking knock off 100 pips. But nevertheless, we had, I call it trade this morning. Let me quickly get rid of those two. those two lines for you. So it's nice and clean and crispy. There we go, that's our daily. I took trade this morning which helped me actually in a big way to minimize my losses. This is what's happened. And if you guys pay attention to, I think, my second video which I recorded for you, I said to you guys in one stage that I like to take trades where basically they are next or very close to my 100 moving average, and this is what's happened. I spot this setup this morning and I said to myself, this is it, I'm going long. I took this trade on the opening this candle. There we go, the trade is still going. The highest was for about 120 pips. I was lucky enough to get it out of this trade. 80 pips, just over 80 pips. And if I go to 1 hour, I can break for you as well what is actually happening. We've got a trend line, and we can always draw some trend line. Maybe if I do this on a shorter way, it will be much clearer. We got perfect example of another triangle. Market went to actually squeeze so much the price action that bulls came to this morning. Asians open and the market took off beautifully, going my directions. Still going very, very well. If someone is still holding this position, well, it's about 120, 110 pips in profit. Trade had really good potential. That was the reason why I took it, and the main reason for me that I call it a valid setup was this candle, daily candle, open just actually sitting on the top of it at 100 moving average, and that's it. That triggered my signal, and I went long. I minimized my position in terms of taking massive negative results. I got out of these two trades on minus 26 pips. So I think end of the day also is a great lesson to all of us that we have to learn how to manage our trades in terms of money management. I was on two trades. The one was performing very badly. The other one was giving me from the start very good pips. I look at it in the whole picture and I said, right, if I closed my two trades, this is what I get on the negative side. That was minus 26, standard lots minus $260. I said, I take $260 with a smile on my face instead of taking over $1,000 and not entering this trade this morning, which was a very good trade, Euro Yen. So to summarize my point of making this video is we all have to learn from our mistakes. We will make mistakes. As long as we're learning from them, we can minimize our mistakes. We're humans. We're all making mistakes. If just remember and keep it in your mind as well that if you're on the positive side on your trade, it means that you are making money on your trade. There is a lot of traders out there who are actually losing in the same time. That's how the market works. So I was actually driving my car this morning coming back from the shops, and I'm saying I got to make this video just to point out what went wrong, and on the other side on a trade this morning what worked out for us in a perfect way and a very good way and a good trade. So if we take out of those two trades, and we can learn. I'll tell you guys, end of the day, we can only become as a better traders. That's it for myself. Let me upload this for you and post it on Forex Factory website. I hope you will enjoy it. Tomorrow I will look at normal time as well, looking for new trades, fresh trades. So yeah, stick around. Whoever is on this trade and decided to hold it, good for you, mate. You're making good pips. Guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye bye.